my pleasure to welcome you here this evening. This is always our favorite night of the year for those of us who work with the PACE students, because it's our chance to thank you for the commitment that you're making, whether you're the student or the significant other who's here today, because you're both making significant contributions for the academic goals that are represented here. We thank you for those commitments. It's also a great night because we get to recognize those who have exceeded expectations in so many ways, specifically in the academic arena. Before we get started, I want to recognize some special guests that we have here. I'm going to start with some former students of ours who are with us, former and current students, I suppose. One of them just sat down. Her name is Wendy Shumate. She is our last year student of the year. Wendy, thanks for coming. We also have the prior year, the 2009 student of the year, Vern Dumont. Thanks, Vern, for joining us this evening. We're coming with you as well. You're part of our family for sure now, aren't you? It's good to see you again. Deborah Isles, who was inducted into Alpha Sigma Lambda in 2008. And Scott Kinsella, who was inducted last year. Scott, it's good to have you. We're also pleased to have several faculty members with us tonight. Burke Miller from the History Department. Burke, thanks for coming. Tom Edwards from the Organizational Leadership faculty. Kent Curtis from Leadership. Kent, I know you're here somewhere. Here he is. He's shy tonight. Actually, Kent will be up here later, so he'll have to get over his shyness. Rick Brockmeyer from Leadership. Allison Antes from Leadership. Larry Sexton, who is the department chair for the Department of Counseling, Social Work, and Human Services. Larry, thank you so much. Bill Attenweiler, who is the Associate Dean at the College of Arts and Sciences. I don't think Rachel Clark has made it in. There you are. You snuck in. You're at the wrong table. No. Rachel, it's good to meet you. I've not met you. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have two faculty members who split their time. They both teach in PACE, but they're also technically associated with educational outreach. They're Matt Birkenhauer, who teaches English and also works through our Grant County Center. And Tim Blackett, who teaches communication, both in PACE and in Grant County Center. Thank you both for being here this evening. We also have some PACE staff members here. You guys know them probably pretty well at this point, I would think so. Diana Von Hagel. Diana is responsible for all of the events tonight, so thank you, Diana, for your excellent work. And I'm just going to rat her out and tell you she was in jeans until about 45 minutes. Yeah. Nicole Mead, who is an advisor. Nicole is very good. Also an advisor, and still a greeter. She's still a greeter. Chris Levitt, who is Associate Director for our online learning. Debbie Salai, who is Associate Director of PACE. And I have one more category here, and that is boss. Our boss is here, Pat Moynihan. Pat, thanks so much for joining us. He is the Vice Provost. Appreciate you taking the time to be here. You know, once upon a time, back when we started PACE in 2005, I knew all the students by name. I knew you by transcript. I knew you by just about every way there is to know a student. And now, honestly, I only know one current student in the room, and that's Peggy McLaughlin. Peggy, it's great to see you. And that makes me sad because I do enjoy knowing you and hearing your stories, and that's another reason I love tonight, because we get to hear your stories. But I do know you by reputation, and just want to give you a couple of little quick facts to show you what an exceptional group you are. The program started in the fall of 2005, and as of today we have 503 declared majors in PACE, which is quite a significant number. Now at any one time there are about 300, 325 of you taking classes. You probably bumped into each other in the hallways, if nowhere else. You probably bumped into each other online as well. So we'll have to hear about those experiences sometime. We have a 74% retention rate from year to year, which if you know anything about academic institutions, that's an extremely good retention rate. Actually, you guys are rivaling. You're keeping up with the traditional students, which is hard to do when you're an adult student and you have lots of things on your schedule, like work, but also like family and So congratulations to you. PACE students are also graduating in a timely manner. If you look at those people who started in our first 3 years, 26.7% of them have already graduated, and another 25% of them are still pursuing their degree. So again, excellent numbers. 63% of those who finished an associate degree went right into a bachelor's degree, which is an extremely high number. Your average GPA was well over 3.0. Actually, in this room, your GPA was well over 3.0. It was considerably higher than that, and I'm sure we will hear about that. Of course, you're the cream of the crop, so I'm kind of preaching to the choir about commitment to your education. But I do just, again, want to thank you for your commitment to yourself, to your family, to the future, and to this program. I'm proud of you. I don't know you by name, but I'm proud of you by accomplishment. And we're really thrilled to have you here this evening to recognize your accomplishments. So I can smell the food, and so I'm sure you can too, and I'm hungry. So let's get going. And so the captains will be calling you to the buffet line, and then we'll get started with the ceremonies in just a bit. Enjoy your dinner.
This table go to the line first, please.